Why is NASA, an organization dedicated to exploring the cosmos, spending millions of dollars sending submarines to the deepest, most inaccessible parts of Earth's oceans? What could possibly be hidden beneath miles of crushing water that would interest scientists whose primary mission is to reach the stars? Stephen Hawking spent his final years investigating this apparent contradiction and discovered something that fundamentally challenges everything we thought we knew about life, intelligence, and our place in the universe. The answer lies in what Hawking called the terrestrial alien hypothesis, the possibility that Earth's oceans harbor forms of life so radically different from surface biology that they might as well be extraterrestrial. These aren't just unknown species of fish or deep-sea creatures. We're talking about potentially intelligent life forms that evolved independently from all known terrestrial life, using completely different biochemical processes and existing in environments that should be impossible for complex organisms to survive. NASA's deep ocean missions aren't just about marine biology. They're about testing technologies and protocols for detecting alien life in the subsurface oceans of Europa, Enceladus, and other icy moons. But Hawking's research revealed something far more disturbing. The agency might have already found evidence of non-terrestrial intelligence right here on Earth, hidden in the deepest ocean trenches where no human has ever ventured. What if I told you that recent deep-sea expeditions have discovered structures and phenomena that don't match any known geological or biological processes? That NASA has detected organized patterns of activity in ocean trenches that suggest coordinated intelligence operating according to principles we don't understand? Hawking's analysis of classified oceanographic data revealed signatures of what he called deep intelligence, organized behavior occurring at depths where conventional life should be impossible. This isn't science fiction or wild speculation. This is about real missions, real discoveries, and real evidence that something extraordinary might be living in Earth's most inaccessible environments. And according to Hawking's research, what NASA is finding in the deep ocean could revolutionize our understanding of life itself and prove that we've never been alone on our own planet. Before we explore Stephen Hawking's investigation into NASA's secret ocean missions and what they might have discovered in the deepest parts of our planet, hit that subscribe button because we're about to uncover evidence that could change everything we think we know about life on Earth. Stephen Hawking's interest in NASA's ocean exploration programs began when he noticed something peculiar about the agency's budget allocations and mission priorities. While publicly focused on Mars exploration and the search for extraterrestrial life, NASA was quietly investing enormous resources in deep-sea exploration technologies that seemed far beyond what would be needed for simple marine research. The physicist discovered that NASA had developed specialized deep-sea vehicles capable of reaching depths exceeding 11,000 meters, deeper than Mount Everest is tall, and operating in environments with crushing pressures that would instantly destroy conventional submarines. These vehicles weren't being built for routine oceanographic research. They were designed to explore the most extreme environments on Earth. More intriguingly, Hawking found that these deep-sea missions were being conducted under unusual levels of secrecy. Unlike typical NASA missions that generate extensive public documentation and scientific publications, the deep ocean expeditions produced minimal public information. Mission reports were classified, crew debriefings were restricted, and the scientific data collected during these expeditions was not being shared with the broader research community. The physicists' analysis of NASA's stated rationale for ocean exploration revealed inconsistencies that suggested hidden motivations. The agency claimed these missions were primarily for testing technologies that would eventually be used to explore the subsurface oceans of Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus. While this explanation was plausible, Hawking calculated that the scale and frequency of Earth-based ocean missions far exceeded what would be necessary for simple technology testing. Hawking also discovered that NASA's deep-sea exploration program had attracted involvement from intelligence agencies and defense contractors that typically don't participate in routine scientific research. The presence of these organizations suggested that the ocean missions had implications beyond pure scientific discovery. They might have national security relevance that wasn't being disclosed to the public. The physicists' investigation revealed that NASA's ocean exploration program had identified several deep-sea locations of particular interest, including the Mariana Trench, the Puerto Rico Trench, and several previously unknown abyssal plains in the Pacific Ocean. These locations shared certain characteristics: extreme depth, unusual geological features, and what NASA described as anomalous energy signatures that didn't match known geological or biological phenomena. Think about the implications of this secrecy. NASA, an organization that typically celebrates its discoveries and shares them with the world, was conducting major exploration missions in complete secrecy. What could they have found in the deep ocean that would require such extraordinary confidentiality? Hawking's analysis of deep-sea environmental conditions revealed why Earth's ocean depths might harbor forms of life completely unlike anything found on the surface. At depths exceeding 6,000 meters, conditions become so extreme that they more closely resemble alien worlds than terrestrial environments. Pressures exceed 600 times atmospheric pressure. Temperatures hover just above freezing, and no sunlight has ever penetrated these depths. Yet despite these seemingly impossible conditions, life not only exists in the deep ocean, it thrives. The physicists discovered that deep-sea ecosystems operate on completely different principles from surface life. Instead of depending on photosynthesis and solar energy, these organisms derive energy from chemical processes involving hydrogen sulfide, methane, and other compounds that would be toxic to surface life. More fascinating was Hawking's discovery that deep-sea life forms exhibit characteristics that seem almost alien in their sophistication. Some deep-sea organisms produce their own light through bioluminescence, create complex chemical compounds that don't exist anywhere else on Earth, and demonstrate problem-solving abilities that suggest forms of intelligence adapted to extreme environments. The physicists' research revealed that the deepest parts of Earth's oceans remain almost completely unexplored. Humans have better maps of the surface of Mars than of Earth's ocean floors, and less than 5% of the deep ocean has been directly observed by human technology. This vast, unexplored territory could harbor entire ecosystems, geological formations, and potentially even civilizations that have developed independently from surface life. Hawking also analyzed how the extreme isolation of deep-sea environments could lead to evolutionary pathways completely different from those that produced surface life. Organisms isolated in deep ocean trenches for millions of years might have evolved intelligence, technology, and social structures based on principles entirely unlike those governing terrestrial biology. The physicists speculated that deep-sea intelligence might be based on chemical communication rather than electromagnetic signals, collective organism behavior rather than individual consciousness, and energy manipulation techniques that surface science doesn't recognize as technology. Such intelligence might be operating all around us without our recognition because we don't understand the principles by which it functions. Let me ask you something that might fundamentally change how you think about life on Earth. If forms of intelligence could evolve in Earth's deep oceans using completely different principles from surface life, how would we even recognize them as intelligent? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because this question might be crucial for understanding what NASA has really discovered. Hawking's investigation into specific NASA ocean missions revealed a pattern of discoveries that seemed to support his terrestrial alien hypothesis. Mission reports that he was able to access through academic channels described encounters with structures, patterns, and phenomena that didn't match any known geological or biological categories. One particularly intriguing case involved a 2019 deep-sea mission to an unnamed location in the Pacific Ocean. The mission report described the discovery of what appeared to be artificially constructed formations on the ocean floor, geometric patterns and structures that showed signs of deliberate organization and maintenance. The structures were composed of materials not found elsewhere in the region and showed evidence of ongoing modification over time. More disturbing was the mission crew's report of coordinated movement patterns among deep-sea organisms in the vicinity of these structures. The organisms appeared to be following complex behavioral patterns that suggested communication and cooperation on a scale never observed in known marine life. Some crew members reported observing what appeared to be deliberate attempts by these organisms to interact with the human exploration vehicles. The physicist also analyzed reports from missions that detected unusual energy signatures in deep ocean locations. These signatures didn't match any known geological processes and appeared to be artificially generated. Some missions reported detecting organized electromagnetic patterns that resembled communication signals, though the signals used frequencies and modulation techniques unlike any known terrestrial technology. Hawking's analysis of these energy signatures revealed patterns that suggested they might represent a form of technology based on principles that surface science doesn't yet understand. The signals showed characteristics of deliberate organization, temporal patterns that suggested information content, and responses to the presence of human exploration vehicles that indicated some form of awareness or intelligence. Perhaps most significantly, the physicist discovered that NASA had detected what appeared to be large-scale engineering projects in several deep ocean locations. Sonar mapping revealed modifications to ocean floor topography that showed signs of deliberate construction, channels, barriers, and structures that couldn't be explained by natural geological processes. These engineering projects appeared to be ongoing, with successive missions to the same locations revealing continued modifications and expansions of the structures. The scale of these projects suggested coordination among large numbers of organisms or entities, implying social organization and technological capabilities that challenge our understanding of what's possible in deep-sea environments. Hawking also investigated NASA's development of specialized detection equipment designed specifically for deep-sea missions. The agency had created sensors capable of detecting forms of life and activity that conventional marine biology equipment would miss entirely. These sensors were designed to identify chemical signatures, energy patterns, and organizational behaviors that might indicate intelligence operating according to non-terrestrial principles. The fact that NASA felt the need to develop such specialized equipment suggested that conventional approaches to detecting life and intelligence were inadequate for deep-sea exploration. The agency was preparing to encounter forms of organization and activity that existing scientific frameworks couldn't recognize or categorize. Recent developments in deep-sea exploration have only reinforced Hawking's suspicions about what NASA might be discovering. Advanced sonar mapping has revealed vast networks of structures on ocean floors that show signs of deliberate construction and maintenance. These networks span thousands of kilometers and appear to connect different deep-sea regions in ways that suggest coordinated planning and execution. The physicist's analysis of these network structures revealed patterns that resemble technological infrastructure, distribution systems, communication networks, and organizational hierarchies that imply sophisticated social and technological development. The networks show evidence of growth and modification over time, suggesting active maintenance and expansion by whatever intelligence created them. More ominously, Hawking discovered that some of these deep-sea networks appear to be extending toward coastal regions and areas of human activity. Recent sonar surveys have detected new structural developments in previously mapped areas, suggesting that whatever intelligence operates in the deep ocean might be expanding its influence towards surface environments. The physicist also analyzed how climate change and human activities might be affecting deep-sea ecosystems and potentially triggering responses from deep-sea intelligence. Ocean warming, acidification, and deep-sea mining operations could be disrupting environments that have remained stable for millions of years, potentially forcing deep-sea civilizations to adapt or relocate in ways that bring them into contact with human activities. Hawking's research revealed that several recent unexplained oceanic phenomena might actually represent responses from deep-sea intelligence to human interference. Unusual seismic activity, unexpected changes in ocean currents, and anomalous marine behavior in coastal regions could all be signs that deep-sea civilizations are reacting to surface activities that threaten their environments. The physicist also explored how the discovery of terrestrial alien intelligence would revolutionize our understanding of life, evolution, and our place in the universe. If Earth harbors multiple independent forms of intelligence that evolved separately from surface life, it would suggest that intelligence is far more common and diverse than we currently believe. Such a discovery would also raise profound questions about human responsibility and planetary stewardship. If we share Earth with other intelligent species that we've never recognized or acknowledged, what obligations do we have to consider their interests in our environmental and technological decisions? Hawking understood that the potential existence of deep-sea intelligence represents both an extraordinary opportunity and a significant risk for humanity. Contact with truly alien forms of intelligence, even terrestrial ones, could provide insights that revolutionize human science and technology. But such contact could also expose us to risks that we're not prepared to handle. The physicist's analysis suggested that deep-sea intelligence might possess capabilities that surface science doesn't recognize as possible. Their mastery of extreme pressure environments, chemical energy systems, and collective organization could represent technologies that would seem miraculous to surface dwellers. Learning from such intelligence could accelerate human development by centuries or millennia. However, Hawking also warned that contact with deep-sea intelligence could prove dangerous if these entities view human activities as threats to their environments or existence. Deep-sea civilizations that have remained hidden for millions of years might have good reasons for avoiding contact with surface life, and forced interaction could trigger defensive responses that humanity isn't prepared to handle. The physicists' final analysis of NASA's ocean exploration program painted a picture of an agency preparing for discoveries that could fundamentally alter human understanding of life and intelligence. The secrecy surrounding these missions, the advanced technologies being developed, and the patterns of discoveries being made all suggest that NASA has found evidence of something extraordinary in Earth's deepest environments. Hawking understood that if his terrestrial alien hypothesis is correct, humanity stands at the threshold of the most significant discovery in our species' history. We might be on the verge of learning that we've never been alone on Earth, that intelligence has been evolving and developing in environments we've never explored, and that our planet harbors forms of life and consciousness that challenge everything we thought we knew about biology and evolution. The physicists' research suggested that NASA's ocean exploration program might be humanity's first contact protocol in disguise, a careful, secretive effort to understand and potentially communicate with forms of intelligence that have been sharing our planet for millions of years. The technologies being developed, the protocols being established, and the secrecy being maintained all suggest preparation for contact scenarios that could change everything. So what is NASA really trying to find at the bottom of the ocean? According to Stephen Hawking's analysis, they might be searching for proof that Earth has always been home to multiple forms of intelligence, and that humanity is just the latest species to achieve technological capability on a planet that has been hosting alien-level intelligence for far longer than we've existed. The next time you look out at the ocean, remember that beneath those waves lies the largest unexplored territory on Earth, a realm that might harbor civilizations, technologies, and forms of consciousness that would seem utterly alien to surface dwellers. NASA's deep-sea missions might be preparing us for the discovery that we've never been alone, and that the aliens we've been searching for in space have been living beneath our feet all along. If this exploration of Stephen Hawking's investigation into NASA's secret ocean missions has opened your eyes to the possibility that Earth harbors alien-level intelligence in its deepest environments, make sure to smash that like button to support more investigations into the hidden discoveries that could change everything. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest coverage of secret scientific programs and potential first contact scenarios. Share this video with anyone who's ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in Earth's unexplored oceans, because understanding what NASA is really looking for might be crucial for preparing humanity for discoveries that could revolutionize our understanding of life itself. And let me know in the comments, if Hawking's analysis is correct and Earth's oceans harbor forms of alien-level intelligence, how should humanity prepare for potential contact? What would it mean for our understanding of evolution and consciousness if we discovered that intelligence has been developing independently in Earth's deep oceans? How should we approach the possibility that we're sharing our planet with civilizations we've never recognized? Drop your thoughts below and join our community as we explore the hidden frontiers that might hold the keys to understanding our true place in the universe. The deepest secrets of existence might not be found among the stars, but in the unexplored depths of our own world.